Hello, welcome back to another video on astrology. In this video, I am going to talk to you about marriage with reference to the most afflicting planet. And where is the affliction being referred to? This is a very important point. Are we going to refer it from the Lagna point of view or some other factor? By just looking at various options we have found that the UPAPada Lagna affliction is more serious or more important or more connected to fate, strongly related to fate more than any other reference point. So it's not from the moon or from Venus or from Lagna that we find the afflictions being more strongly felt in a person's life as much as it is felt when it is referred to with reference to UPAPada Lagna. So what is UPAPada Lagna? I have already done this in previous videos. Of all the planets that affect the quality of marriage, I found that Ketu tops the list, and not without good reasons, because Ketu is the sannyas planet, the planet for detachment as against attachment. Attachment is marriage and detachment is sannyas. So since Ketu goes very well with sannyasis and people who are spiritually inclined, Ketu seems to be the maximum afflictor of marriage. So that's why the title of this video is Marriage, the Greatest Afflictor. Which is the reference point? Is it the Lagna? Is it the moon or Venus? Because Venus is the Karaka for marriage, Kalatra Karaka, and moon is everything to do with your mind, and Lagna is everything about whatever you experience in this life. And where are we going to refer Ketu's position? Is it from any of these 3 points? No. You will get the greatest clue about the maximum trouble in marriage only from UPAPada Lagna. And why UPAPada Lagna? UPAPada Lagna is something that is related to the 12th house, and the 12th house is the house of sharing or giving, and it has also been referred as the Sayana Sukhasthana, the pleasure of the bed. And if you want to enjoy the pleasure of the bed, there is a lot of expense involved. I am sure you will agree to this. Many marriages have failed because the husband is not supportive, is not sharing his wealth, or is not earning enough to keep the marriage going, which you would have seen in this movie Pursuit of Happyness, where the hero is incapable of earning money, and then the wife says, I have had enough of this, I quit. And in chapter 32 of BPHS volume 1, Brihat Parashara Hora Shastra, Maharshi Parashara says that the UPAPada Lagna not just reveals the quality of marriage, but it also includes the problems that are associated with children as a package. It's always the spouse and children, wrongly translated as wife and sons in by the translators of Brihat Parashara Hora Shastra. I've done videos on how to do the UPAPada Lagna in case you have not yet been introduced to this concept, and in case you have been introduced, I know there are some doubts about exceptions, and in case you are using Jagannatha Hora, you will be finding that on and off the way that you calculate doesn't match up with what is coming up on Jagannatha Hora. And in case you do not understand this, you have to go through the various options of doing the UPAPada Lagna, and you should actually go through the traditional, use the option of the traditional method that Parashara says, and by selecting and deselecting the various options, I am sure you will be able to find out what options is actually been recommended by Maharshi Parashara. Anyway, I will be doing a few examples using this whiteboard, and I think the method that Parashara recommends is actually the best method of doing the UPAPada Lagna. Let's say the ascendant is over here, and then the 12th house. Then the 12th house will be this one. The lord of this house is the key to understanding the UPAPada Lagna. The UPAPada Lagna depends a great deal on where this particular Jupiter is. Let's say, let's place Jupiter randomly somewhere, maybe here. It is in the 8th house. How do you find out the UPAPada Lagna? You find it out like this. You want to know, you have to first determine the lord of the 12th house, in this case it is Jupiter, and Jupiter has moved 9 signs from it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So from Jupiter you move another 9. 1, which is from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and place the UL here. Now what I am referring to in this video is, if Ketu occupies this house, the marriage is usually short-lived. And this I found when the horoscopes do not match, it is just about it, the marriage lasts about 1 month or 2 months or 3 months. It is so quick, the problem, and the divorce usually happens very quickly. But you can ask then, what happens if Ketu is in the 2nd from UL? I think even then the trouble is there, but it's not as much as Ketu occupying the UPAPada Lagna. Now I have explained this in a very simple way, but there are some confusions. For example, if Jupiter happened to be in the same place, then how do you do the UPAPada Lagna? Since the 12th house lord has not moved even 1 house away from here, so it is in the same place, then according to the rule, UPAPada has to be placed in this house, because it is not moved at all. This comes under exception because it can't be the same 12th house. So then he says, shift the UPAPada Lagna 10 signs from it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Place UPAPada Lagna here. What I am referring to is, if Ketu occupies the UPAPada Lagna here, then this will be a situation of extreme trouble in marriage. Let's do one more example. If Jupiter happens to be here, then what happens? So now you find that Jupiter, the lord of the 12th, has moved 4 signs from it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and count again 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have to place the, you are supposed to place the UL over here. But this comes under the exception. The exception is, the UL cannot come on the same axis of 6, 12. So if the UL comes on the same axis of 6 or 12, then count again 10 from the same place. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you place the UL over here. So from this you can form your own rule, saying that whenever the lord of the 12th is 4th from itself, then UL also will be in the same place. And in this case, if Ketu occupies the UL, then marriage would be there would be great trouble in marriage. And I would like to tell you that astrology is not so simple. You just can't do this by one rule. You have to look at the horoscope in totality. And it also depends on who the person marries. If horoscope matching has been done properly, then there's a great amount of alterations that can happen. Please post your comments with regard to what you have to say about Ketu occupying the UPAPada Lagna. If you have come across horoscopes where Ketu occupies the UPAPada Lagna and the marriage has been very short-lived, please type out the details of the horoscope and the experience in the comment section, and let's do research in astrology together. We have come to the end of this video. In case you have any doubts, please type them out in the comment section, and whenever I find the time, I'll answer them for you. And see you soon in my next video.